Hello and welcome back to The Note. And at the end of a very dramatic week in which we at last saw the first rise in interest rates from the Federal Reserve in almost a decade, stocks are actually down slightly for the week. As you can see from this chart, the S&P is now at its lowest in some 2 months. It's given up all of its gains for the week and, of course, all of its gains since the FOMC announcement came out on Wednesday. That's not particularly because of any reassessment of the Fed. It's because the oil price continues to fall. WTI made a fresh low today, and also because of rather worrying international developments. If we take a look at Brazil's Bovespa index of its stock market, you can see that it's hit a new low for the year today. That's because of the latest political developments. The Supreme Court is making it harder than many had thought to impeach President Dilma Rousseff, who is very unpopular, particularly with the markets. And it appears that the new finance minister there is not to the market's liking. You also saw a sharp fall in the real. If there are any real cases of concern of a significant emerging market crisis that could affect the rest of the world, Brazil is perhaps the country that causes the most angst among investors, so this needs to be watched very closely. Back here in the US, if we take a look at the Dow Transports Index, one of the oldest indexes in the US, traditionally one that's been looked at very closely, you'll see that it's actually hit a new low for the year. Now that's very surprising because this is full of companies like FedEx or airlines that spend a lot of money on oil and should therefore benefit very directly from the lower oil price. You could argue that this is about the rise of Uber. You could argue that it's simply a drastic overreaction, or one other school of thought is that this is a leading indicator that we are coming closer to a recession than many currently think. Either way, as we approach what are likely to be 2 very quiet weeks over Christmas and the New Year, we still have a relatively calm reaction to that momentously important Fed rate rise, but all is not well.